So I get the leash monster with the grenade?
Absolutely.
Alright.
Aim first, please, so you don't fuck it up.
But that was so much fun the first time.
No. Last time he did it perfectly where he wanted, which got everyone.
And yet, no one I won.
You
But
blew
yeah,
up Timothy, you monster.
Yeah, it's a different time zone. Relax. I hope.
So let's go ahead and see it.
Yep, I'll take aim.
It is still body speed and athletics, by the way.
Okay. And that's your D12, right, for aiming, or
Do you have veteran?
no?
Then it's a D8.
Okay.
This big thing is only going to be able to dodge it. You have clear rain as long as you don't roll 2s.
Why did you say that?
You still do. However, that is still 5 damage. It is...
interference.
I believe it is a big supernatural creature, unfortunately, and it is very beefy. It has already taken it down by a fair bit, and through it all, it is merely slightly winded and scratched.
So does the explosion hit the other two as well?
Sure does. I'm not... they can technically dodge this, actually. They do have a fair chance. The first one actually takes it out of the park. And he's just going to claim the corner here. The other one... claims the body of the big friend behind him. So the other two do not explode from this, unfortunately. And so that leaves you, Edmund, completely done. James, you are the last to go.
I'd rather not shoot when everyone is in front of me. So I'm just going to guard.
Okay, that's fair. These two are still going to try to get up to their previous tricks. Starting with Claudia. Hey, how do you like a 3d6?
I don't. What are you attacking me with?
He is trying to grab you.
And he's grabbing me at range, right?
No, Mr. Gray is trying to grab you right now.
What? Ah, man. Well, here, meet my fist. I thought this would be more satisfying, but it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage. Bam!
You introduce your fist to his face, and he completely flies back into a pile of maggots that completely disapparates. Hey, Zechariah, you also like being grabbed, right?
Sure, why not?
How do you
Wait.
like to respond?
Nope. Tap. I still have bodyguard.
Okay, how do you like being grabbed?
I assume this is at range, so I can't counterattack?
No, this is 3 eyes right now.
Oh, 3 eyes. Oh, yep. Well, perfect. 1, 2, 3-point hit. Bam!
I think it might have the barest chance to survive. Nope. It, too, flies across the ground as you swing from one to the other, and their piles of maggots just disappear.
I almost sold this back, but I didn't. You're welcome.
This big guy is like, get just close enough so that you can't counterattack. And he's going to use his excessive reach to be very, very mean to you.
Who's he grabbing?
He is going to try to take his cleaver and use it on you, Claudia.
All right. I'll dodge.
That is a tie.
Well, you're at range, and I can actually step back. So I will.
All right, fair enough. So it has
I don't need cover because it's a melee weapon.
That's right.
Traditionally, when somebody steps back, we allow somebody to step forward, but I don't think you're going to do that because it put you in melee range with Zach.
That is true. Better to make him waste time. So he's going to go ahead and do that and rise of good guys.
You ripped this evening dress, which I have no emotional attachment to whatsoever.
Rise of good guys.
Why am I fighting in a dress?
You can see in the background just the barest hint of Knight still barely alive as he reaches out to one of the leeches and tries crawling into it while having it in his hand, and in his other, the bag with JN labeled upon it, and disappears into the portal. What do you all do?
Well, Zek, unfortunately, his power is running very low, so I'm not
Well,
sure.
rally, guard and rally me.
Yeah, guard and rally Claudia, I suppose. Well, there's one. I don't know if
That's
that's
not enough for focus, but thanks though.
Yeah.
I am going to guard and recharge bodyguard.
I try to rally her. Will and
Okay. Let's see it.
Will, right? Will and tactic.
Yeah, will intact.
That is correct. Yes.
You know what?
Well,
I haven't claimed a favored use for tactics, so I will say rallying.
That's a good reason. Now's the time.
So I will re-roll that D8. Still not enough.
That's good. Everybody's rolling. I'm afraid.
So I believe that has
you have
been...
2 dice in tactics?
No, just Will.
Yeah.
did you have another action? Or were you just guarding, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you need 2 successes to give somebody focus. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so there's no point. You might as well just guard.
Guard.
Everyone is taking defensive stances against this thing looming at... all right. So everyone has taken defensive stances, and the portal behind you actually begins to disapparate and completely disappear.
Huh? What's going on?
Well,
And-
so much for throwing this thing in the portal.
And the Room of Terror will slip away. A welcome relief, leaving you once again with Sikovek, now closer to the portal than ever. Let me zoom you guys back over here. Boop. That worked?
Knight, and I'm thinking Knight must have altered history, making the portal non-usable anymore.
Inches away. Here the portal is actually fully functional now.
Crap! We had to stop him. He might change history.
But inches away, Sikovek bleeds out of every single pore, his fur matted and stained red as he gives a deep laugh. He's done. He's done. All other branches are gone. I stand the victor. I win. Me. All this has been foretold.
Please stop him.
Rise of good guys. What are you guys doing?
I'll move forward and punch him.
Do we get to recharge a soak?
Absolutely.
Zek is going to recharge Reckoning Soak.
Wonderful idea.
And I'm going to try and blast him with some PK.
Wait for you to blast some PK. Don't fling him through the portal. It's probably a bad idea.
You know, here, actually, if Claudia's going to punch him, I'm going to wait for Claudia first.
Do it.
Oh, okay. Because
Do it, Claudia.
Yeah, like if
Complete me.
Claudia takes him out with her fist, there's no,
All right.
there's no need for Zek to use his power.
I'm punching Sikovic. How does he respond?
He is going to attempt to dodge.
All right, bring it.
7s and 6s. Here, 11
I
hits.
still yeah, you screen out some of them. I still punch you for 3.
He only soaks one of it. He has nothing left, and he staggers for a moment. His eyes begin to close slowly, his breathing stopping. He doesn't even seem to fall at first before he begins to fall backwards towards the portal.
Well,
grab him before he goes through the portal.
yeah, I mean, I punched him because he was back here, so he was far enough away from the portal. But if he's going to slink through it anyway, I give up.
I grab him. I try to grab him.
He He is dead, by the way.
I tried to grab him.
I thought we were far enough. Well, whatever. You're the game host.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. You guys have won. it's okay.
Okay, all right. Then I will.
And besides, if you recall, this thing doesn't really work. But as he falls in, the portal shimmers a moment, and his body is completely gone. Before you realize everything is quiet, maybe even too quiet. You look around, and no one else seems to be here. There's a strange stillness to it all. Just the blood trailing the room, the only thing indicating anything had happened here.
Wait,
God
so Kent
damn
is
it, Knight's gone.
Kent and the thugs are gone?
That is correct.
What am I wearing?
You're wearing your disguise.
Well, the black outfit, you mean?
Yes.
Do I still have my
All right,
tongue
all right.
again?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Here you go. Here you go, Claudia.
Thank you.
And then suddenly, there's a rumble that shakes the very pyramid, growing in power, taking you off your feet. The roof begins to buckle, and dirt begins to fly, as you see the very ceiling taken away from you, and see the white spire atop of it, rising into the void above. As it rises, so too do you see a small speck of fire rising to follow it, and hear a sinister laugh, the laugh of Osborne.
Oh, that's weird. Anyway, Zach, if you want to jump through the portal, now's the time to do it.
Oh boy, it's like, do I really want to try this?
You have magical power and you have the ritual, and you might actually be able to undo all of this horror. You've seen what other evil people would do with the same power if they were tempted. So you're the last hope. Like I said, I would do it myself. It's been an honor working with you.
All right, well, how many successes do I need for this ritual?
5.
Rituals usually mind, will, and academics, and we're here to help.
Yep.
So I need 5.
And you do have at least 3 true believers right here.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so
Everyone, raise your hands into the air and give Goku some of your power. Then give it to Zach instead.
Terrible.
well, I'm not going to get it on the first try, unfortunately.
Don't forget to roll your power die, because your power die could go down.
This is true.
Well, I'm not going to get it on the first try, but I assume I can keep trying here as long as
Right,
I
you
still have
can,
some time
as
to keep
the
trying.
strange spire has now left you in the depths. There is no ceiling to this room anymore.
All right.
Nope. So,
The portal is beginning to flicker.
that's 2, unfortunately. Still not enough.
Well, hold on. We're doing a we have 3 people present.
Mhm.
Yes.
So he needs 5 successes for this. But
Yes, normally it's a 5. Yes.
But we're a Troy, which means you actually need less power for this.
Yes, how many do you need, actually?
Would it be 3?
I need to look this up.
And only Zach could go in there? Or anybody that so choose?
Well, the person who casts the ritual is the person who gets 1 get out of death free, correct?
Correct.
Right. So it would
Gotcha.
have to be Zach. It has to be the caster. Unless you have magical power and you could cast this.
You need 3.
All
You need
right, I'm
3
gonna keep.
successes.
It's like I'm gonna keep trying here.
All right.
Oh my gosh!
That is 1. The portal will flicker out.
You know what? I'm gonna claim favored use for academics rituals.
For this
Good choice.
specific ritual. All right, go ahead and roll it.
And 1d10. Hey,
That's 2 successes. You need 3.
Gonna tap Reckoning Soak to give it back to the d6. Hey, that's
You
3.
did it.
You have done it. You have completed the ritual. You are holding an egg in your hand. What are you going to do? You don't feel any different.
Well, it's like I don't feel any different, and Zach's
Well,
gonna be
according
like,
to Ken, you're supposed to jump through the portal with the egg. That's what you're supposed to do. What do you say?
Zach's gonna bid farewell to his friends. See you in another life. I'm off to save my brother.
I have to salute you with my scarf blowing in the timeless wind.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on, but I know it's at
Take
least.
a picture of it.
I did. I'm taking a picture.
It's
Don't
like if
crack
my
on the
parents-
pressure, Zach.
Huh?
I said, don't crack on the pressure, Zach.
Yeah, I'll try not to. I have no idea where I'm going, but
Buy American Telegraph as soon as the stock comes available.
The important things, you know.
yeah.
All right.
All right, it goes to the portal. Then what happens?
Then you get 3 are left underground with no support, no supplies, and a giant gaping hole in the roof. Let's shift over to the surface world, where Dante. You see the sun glaring through the window of the theater. Noon on a hot summer day, same as many others. The seats are straight, the theater empty, save for you and your regulars, looking a little anxious as they wag around their guns, pipes, and chain on stage. All of you wait. A terrible nothing expected once again by all of them, when you hear a rumbling. And you know it's starting. The theater becomes brighter. Dust, stone, and wood crash in every direction. A gleaming white pillar arises and reduces the theater to rubble as it takes its place, and at its peak is a roaring red figure of fire, spreading its wings out to envelop the city, and it looks down and casts its wings across it, reducing the district in front of you to ash. You are atop this spire, and you see Osborne, wreath in flame. Some strange diseased creatures next to it, wreath similarly in flame. You see 2 of your men around the fire, standing successfully at the peak of the high tower. And you can assume there may be more. However, you see one of them struggling at the edge to keep his grip. He may fall from this height. At the same time, Osborne laughs and laughs, not even looking in your direction, and it seems as if she is winding up again. Now where is that blasted thing? I'll take it out in one shot, and then nothing can stop me now. I am invincible.
Everything comes down and freezes her.
You know, it's a funny thing you say they're about to fall off. They're all bats. They can fly.
He's in a little bit of a panic. Until he lets go, he's going to forget he has wings.
Well, how about this facet? You described the top of the pyramid being ripped off. That was several miles under Earth. Mile deep hole has now been ripped out of the ground.
That's right. There is a 20-mile deep hole where your theater used to be, and a pillar literally floating in the air over empty space.
Yeah, that's right, though. I anticipated this would happen.
There is a gigantic phoenix topping this, and it seems to be under Osborne's control.
Guys, there's a reason why I haven't been playing for 3 to 4 sessions. This was it. This is what I've been waiting for. I didn't suddenly turn evil on you, so I know that wasn't very well explained.
But yet here you are. Dante, are you going to act, or are you going to wait a moment?
I've literally been sitting in focus turn for hours. Psychokinesis that bitch.
Oh, absolutely. Finish this in one blow. Do it.
Vengeance for alternate reality, Timothy.
I mean, technically that was Edmund's fault, not Osborne's, but...
She'll pay the price for it.
Alright. Psychokinesis, tapping. Technically that was a different Dante, so I have personality
you have
still.
everything right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Alternate
So
Dante
that's the
is dead.
personality.
Real Dante lives.
So I'm up to 4. I'm going to test Masterful Casting. So I'm at 10 now. So,
You can do any effect you want with 10, quite honest.
well, I mean, all I need is 7. So yeah, she's taking the 7-hit Psychokinesis.
Alright, she will attempt to dodge first as she turns around and goes, wait, what? No, this is supposed to... And then takes a giant face full of flame and debris from your
Yeah.
theater. So that's
All the
unsuccessful.
chairs that never got fixed.
She is still an armadillo, so she does take that down to 5. However, oh wow. 3, 4, 5, 6. How much do I need? Yeah, 5. So she is hurt and frenzied. She is mad as possible. What? Wait, you?
And then I shout,
You're that
"Open
asshole."
fire!"
Oh gosh, yeah. And now all of your friends will open fire. You know what their roles are. Please.
Alright, let's see here. They all have silenced pistols because they're all bat torpedoes.
Mhm.
I hired assassins specifically to be here at this date and time. One, 2, 3. Ammo die. So let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So we're
All
needing
of
to beat
them.
a 6 on every one of them except that one.
Except for the first one, yeah.
So we have 6, 7, 4, and 5. So she beats 1, she beats 2, she doesn't beat
gets
the middle one,
shot by 2
and she
of
doesn't
them.
beat the last one.
Right, so she takes 2 damage twice.
Okay, well, she does have endurance. Soaks once, soaks twice. She has a hard exterior and turns her back to you, cowering, and go, "Oh gosh, no! My moment of glory!" So all of your crew have gone. This one decided to hop up here and actually do it.
Yeah, like I said,
that you
in the
remembered he
moment,
had
all he has
wings.
to realize is that, yeah, he can fly.
That's right. He's not even landing. He's just flying. And now, Rise of Bad Guys. They will turn on you and go, "You! I remember you from a month ago. You and your friends ruined my operation then. I won't let you ruin it again." And she is going to go ahead and try to use magic against you.
I wasn't even there. That doesn't even make any sense.
Say what you will. She also has an additional 2d8 because this is her favorite thing. And let's see. I rolled the petition power. She is calling upon the power of Gamagen. It's like, "Gamagen, this is my moment. Our moment. Let me destroy him." And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me go ahead and bring up Psychokinesis. I believe her favorite thing is on this list. She is going to go ahead and I believe that was object casting, which does affect what she's going for. Sweet. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of looking for this.
It's gonna be
There
real
you go. Hold
disappointing
back
when you kill me in the first hit.
Just making sure. Okay, so she has flung magical energy in your direction, and you can see the flame flow in your direction. Would you like to dodge?
I mean, I would like to. It's probably not going to happen. In fact, I know it's not going to happen because I can see her dice.
Yeah, she has an 8. You don't.
I
this
am
is
a
5
sloth.
damage.
I am slow.
Yep, you don't even move. How does it affect you?
So yeah, reduce it down to 4, and I will tap Injury Soak. I guess I just have the side of my body burned horribly.
Indeed, a terrifying burn scorches across your body, but it doesn't phase you. The 2 ghastly figures will go ahead and attack your compatriots. They are wielding fire in the palm of their hands. This person probably needs to dodge. I don't believe he has a counterattack.
No, I don't. The silence pistol
Because it is a
doesn't-
silence pistol.
Yeah, it doesn't
so.
have a.
So he
has a
needs to beat a
rough
5.
Outfit. Let's see. Well, he can evade, right? He can dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Double 5s, but he has no cover, so.
Right, there's not a lot you can claim up at the top of this. So unfortunately, he will take 3 damage as a loud burst of flame explodes from this figure's hands. And he cackles and goes, "It's everything you promised.
He soaks 2.
Only to us."
Soaks 2, but he has no gifts or anything, so...
So he's panicked.
Yep. Well, I mean, he's out. You've done 3 damage.
Everyone has panic, that's the thing.
Oh, is he? Okay, then he's panicked. That's good. That's good.
He doesn't have anywhere to go, though. That's the problem. The other one here also needs to make the similar check.
I mean, arguably, the Contessa is a she, not a he, but...
Oh, that's true. So the Contessa is, she is afraid, and meanwhile, Mad Eye is going to need to dodge. He has worse chances. He does it again.
They're so lucky, but they're so bad at the same time.
Damage 3 again.
Also panicked.
There we go. So we now have 2 panicked individuals. Osborne is hurling telekinetic energy straight back at you. I will not be denied. No one will get in my way. And it is the rise of good guys to get in the way.
Okay, I guess everyone that's not panicked is reloading. I guess the panic guys are reloading too. Why not, right? That still leaves me with myself. Oh wait, they can reload and shoot still, can't they? Or how long does a reload take?
A reload only takes an action.
Okay, so they can still reload and shoot, except for the 2 afraid guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the 3 remaining are still going to focus on Osborne. This is their job. They're assassins. They're professionals. They're going to declare sneak attack, so they get a bonus 2d8 to their attack.
Oh, yes. Good thing to have.
I didn't use it in the opener, but I'm going to use it now. So I'm going to use all of
Sorry.
there first.
Osborne's about to go down in a hail of gunfire.
No less than what she deserves.
Alright, so there's 3 of them remaining that can fire, so...
Okay.
3.
So we need to beat 7, 6, and 5. That is a no, no, and no. So give me the
Alright,
damages.
so
First one.
First one is 2 damage.
She doesn't make it. She is going to go ahead and tap Panic.
The second one is 4 damage.
She is going to roll. And she's going to go ahead and tap Wicked Soak as the fire of this massive creature in front of you that is ready to be unleashed withers and burns out. Actually, no, nothing wicked even happens on this one, I think. Yeah, nothing wicked happens. She just takes it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 total.
Yeah, on that one.
Alright, and the last one.
3 damage.
Let's see if she can handle it. 2, and she taps her last soak. She is winded and staggers exactly 1 step backwards.
Alright, and then I use Psychokinesis.
Here it goes. No. No. How did you know? How did you know?
Oh no, I got more shit to tap.
Uh,
Ostentatious casting as I'm screaming at the top of my lungs and the wind's blowing behind me in her direction.
mm-hmm.
That's 7. That's another 7-point hit. Just bits of stone and shit fly off, pelting
She
her.
cannot possibly soak it, and she goes flying off the side. Wait, no, no! And you can see she has this egg in her hand, and it goes slipping into the wind. And
Wait,
you
where
can,
did she get the egg?
and you don't even see her hit the ground, but there is no way she could survive the fall, because it is 20 miles down below.
Yeah, in the meantime, I've got no breath left in me because I can't breathe up here.
Meanwhile, the tower is now rumbling and collapsing. It is sinking back towards the ground. But as it reaches ground level, you and your friends can all just hop straight off. As the massive hole in the ground is still there, but there's little remaining of evidence of this action as you gaze out across the desolate firescape in front of you. You have won. And I suppose this is now the end of the game as it stands. So everybody, let's go ahead and do quick mottos. How about it? Dante.
Always face the curtain with a bow.
Edmund. James.
There's gotta be a logical explanation.
Zechariah.
I won't let the people I love get hurt. Never again.
And Claudia.
Justice tempered by mercy.
Oh, wonderful. So, this is both debrief and epilogue time. We are running pretty late.
I don't know what happens. So what happens when we get back to the surface?
When you get back to the surface, you will discover that there has been a bit of an event, of course. It seems nobody got hurt by it, but Eastwood has sort of burned. The library, though, is still intact. So are many of the brick buildings.
So a fire caught in town and some people were hurt, but the entire city wasn't destroyed.
Right, it must have been some gas main. Someone says that they saw this giant fiery explosion up in the sky.
So we're left wondering, what we actually did. But of course we can always rendezvous with Dante and who is snapped out of his funk, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's like, did Zechariah go into the past for no reason?
Oh God.
No, we can cover that too if you'd like.
Yeah, what happened to Zechariah? I mean,
Zech-
we'll start looking for clues because we can go to the library. If you went back in time, you could leave notes for us.
Yeah,
Zechariah,
yeah,
there's absolutely no question what the time you want to return to is. It only takes about 3 seconds for you to stop it from happening as well. You return to
he
your
doesn't
home.
go back hundreds of years. He goes back in time to stop his brother.
Yeah, I go back in time 10 years to stop the fire.
You go back in time, you step into your house, and you just grasp your brother's hand, and he turns and looks at you and goes, oh, wait, what?
And Zech's just gonna smirk and be like, the ritual worked.
Wait, it did? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and he just hugs you. Meanwhile, little you is looking on and going, what's happening? Why do I have 2 brothers?
Well, that's weird.
So Zechariah, you have a lot of time to ask questions and write
By
notes.
American Telegraph.
As will be portrayed by, say, Claudia and Dante looking over their mail and finding it one day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's also probably the reason why we all had to do this. Paradox means that things have to be wrapped up, which means that he did something that caused us all to do this to send him back in time. Somewhere out there's obviously him and his brother still alive, but we had a past version of him that we're living with who thinks his brother's dead.
Right. And here, Jasper will...
Time paradoxes.
Yeah.
Confusing shit.
Paradox? What's that? Just invent another reality, duh. Jasper will at least explain to you that he has been working on a ritual that should allow anyone to gain control of this strong force. And in fact, he was about to do it on young you tonight, but it seems like it worked. If you came back here and did all of this, it must have been a massive success. Osborne was right. I had my doubts at first. I thought she may have given me some sort of fake or bogus ritual, but I guess it worked out perfectly, right?
Not exactly.
And there's the awkward moment.
And Zech is going to basically just explain, like, he's going to pull Jasper aside because young
explain
alternate
everything.
young alternate timeline Zechariah is still innocent and doesn't need to hear any of this.
I want to be involved too.
But he's gonna pull Jasper aside and just explain all of it. Like
Yeah.
everything from the
And
night of the
eventually-
fire leading to him jumping into the time portal.
Yeah, and over the coming weeks, you'll go over his notes and you'll see that the ritual wasn't complete and is actually very poorly written, as if maybe some madman obsessed with fire was trying to invoke their own pyromania into this. This thing was only ever really going to set someone on fire. It wasn't going to at all do what it was advertised to do.
Well, it awoke Zek's powers. Whether or not he already had them, who knows?
Yeah, it seems despite
Yeah.
it not being what was advertised, it still gave what was advertised. Just not in the form you wanted.
Somewhere in the future, Zek owns Gray Industries.
Yeah, there's now this peaceable tower, and this biologist, Kent Knight, is apparently developing new supplements to replace all the strychnine people keep using.
I mean, also in the meantime, conversation between Claudia and Dante is like, so how did I look in that armor?
I probably wouldn't have brought that up. It really wasn't that important.
Edmund did what?
Yeah, see, I wouldn't bring any of that up.
It's like, yeah, like not even in an alternate timeline, Edmund.
Yeah.
It's not really a conversation we need to have about when we blew Timothy up.
Back in the presence, of course, Timothy, Emmett, and Martin are all alive and well, and Martin will relay, his tactics of helping get people out and as many people as he can, and he decided maybe not to use it for nefarious purposes. He's a good guy. But everyone is safe, and they plan on rebuilding a new life together. And
Did we start the entity? I'm sure Zachariah has told his brother that as well.
Oh yeah, no, Zek's told Jasper about the entity of Willow Springs and everything, and it's
and
possible
you all do some research into it,
yeah,
and realize nothing ever stopped that thing.
I mean, to be fair, this our last session here has so many cliffhangers. I mean, to the point people were like,
all up.
I know, but people are like, no, don't let the dead body fall in there. And you're like, it's fine, he's dead. No, we want to grab the body. I am still positive if anyone wanted to start another campaign of this, it'd be literally that guy's body went through there and he was dead. Also, Osborn was caught by something in midair because people can fly. Or,
and the entity is still alive.
Yeah, there's so many cliffhangers that could still potentially
I mean, Zach went back at least 10 years in time, so he could have done something to prevent the Willow Springs.
He could have.
Oh, yeah, no,
but
it's like,
could
he's got his brother with him who also has power, so they could create a team to take care of that.
Right. The massive creature is still down there, of course, but no one wants to go down there.
I mean, let's be a little bit honest with ourselves now. How competent were we in the present? How competent is Zach going to be in the past by himself?
Very true.
And have our lives changed because of this time paradox thing?
Yeah, you're actually already on issue 4 of the magazine, and you actually own an apartment as well as your detective agency now, James.
Oh.
It has one room. The kitchen is in the same room as the bathroom and the dining room and the bedroom, but it's a place.
I mean, I gotta throw out there, the fact that Zach failed to stop the creature in the past means that my life lives exactly the same. As does everybody in Willow Springs.
He would have had to have gone back further than 10 years to do that.
I know. I'm just saying that this paradox doesn't affect me at all. I'm still an old man with a miserable past.
Yeah.
Well, if we find another egg, we can send you through the portal at a time.
Oh yeah, it's like, find another egg, we can go through the portal again.
Yeah,
Besides,
and then get teleported to witness other Dante. Wait, Edmund did what?
Besides, you're not miserable. You have Timothy to take care of. He needs you.
Oh, I know. I'm saying that okay, miserable is the wrong word.
I want to be a magician.
PTSD ridden is the optimal word then.
It's okay. That won't be a real a diagnosis for at least 54
Okay,
years.
a shell-shocked thing. I've got battlefield fatigue, okay? Whatever a century of terminology you want to use for the same thing.
Yeah. How could it have happened? The magician lived such a quiet life just performing for other people's entertainment. I wonder what could have happened to him. What things could he have seen? We'll have to wait until he dies and divulges his memoirs. Let's see. Is there any other notes people would like to think about or wrap up? And we can go straight into comments then. Sounds like questions are answered for now. So, this is the end of the campaign. How do you all feel? We've come a long way in 7.5 months.
Wow.
Dang, it's like we've been doing this for that long.
26 sessions.
Sometimes
Wow.
it's sometimes
Feels
it's
like
got
it
a little
flew
grim.
by.
Oh wow. Sometimes it's got a little grimdark, but it is an occult horror game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like the grim darkness made it a little bit more interesting.
Definitely. Now, I know I always have the habit of injecting humor or taking things lightly, and we all laugh at that too. But I think even like grim dark settings do need some amount of levity, and I think maybe we hit on the right amount of it between everything we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, the black humor always makes it for me.
Oh, absolutely.
For Timothy getting blown to smithereens.
I don't
in an
want to be hurt
alternate
anymore.
timeline.
I always get kidnapped and threatened and hurt and beaten by bad guys, and now Dante says that I'll never have to be hurt ever again once I have the power of the gods.
That's not creepy.
He said it, so it must be right,
Hey,
and he
man.
must be good.
I'd do anything for Timothy. What are you talking about?
It's like Timothy is the main antagonist all along.
Uh,
I mean,
I
he
love
was the
how
children of the corn kid, so.
yeah. I really wanted to use his powers more to cause more trouble, but I figured once was enough and enough was happening. Anything else would probably have just killed him.
Yeah. I mean, we're a pretty good mature crew, so
Mhm.
I think we could handle it. But yeah, it's a good idea. I think the campaign was pretty good at remembering that the players are the stars. It's not like we can't get involved in intrigue with with NPCs and stuff. But yeah, the focus has to be on what we're doing,
Mhm.
and having positive impact.
Yeah, I tried my best to like try to give everyone enough attention, try to make sure I reach your goals. I feel really bad you still have those goals, son, James. I really tried my best. I tried to throw stuff out. It just didn't stick. It was so hard. I'm sorry.
It's like because everything he was seeing was actually real.
Well, no, this very last adventure, a guy did tell us a bunch of stuff that wasn't quite true, so he did debunk a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Not how he planned, but he still did do it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
How does everyone else feel?
I feel good. It's like
I enjoyed
it didn't end quite the way I was expecting it to, but it was still a satisfying conclusion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it shouldn't play out exactly how we think, because then it wouldn't be emergent.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I tried to do something absolutely bonkers, and I think it worked out successfully.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of leaving it to that the sort of boss rush thing would just be, yeah, you hurt them, you tap one of their soaks, so that's over. You guys murdered everything instantaneously. So I just raised the bar.
Well, I can understand.
I think it
like,
was more dramatic.
sculpting it a little bit, but yeah, but no, we are characters at the end of 26 sessions, so we have about like 20 or so odd buffs. I mean, I went the simple route of just buffing all of my stats, but the people who have superpowers, buff theirs, and near the end, we are all very powerful people.
Yeah, and part of the whole scenario too was just to depower Sikovec, really, because I felt I basically gave him D10s. He was basically at that level. He's big, he's scary. I think even then, just with all the damage being dished towards him, he still would have just soaked literally everything had nothing
Right.
changed.
That's something. That's the reason why we lowered dice across the board
Mhm.
is because we mentioned like the higher dice you give an opponent, I mean the better. I mean you saw how shitty I was rolling, but
Right, but more
one of the
particularly, his
goals I like-
career set is entirely about having more endurance, specifically to cast more Vitalism, so he could be the best Vitalism caster. And then only after seeing him in action, I'm just like, hold up, he's invincible without doing anything. Shit.
Well, we also didn't buy any of the
Damage boost.
right because there's a bunch of damage boosts because we don't have any of the pistol, rifle, or shotgun damage boosts. And if this campaign was going to last a little bit longer, I was really going to buy the favored damage boosts, which is anytime my favorite use kicks in, I also do +2 damage, which wouldn't have helped me in this last fight, but hey.
I think it would have, but yeah.
You notice some of my punches do like 5, 6, or 7 points of damage, so it's not that
The first one, even. Imagine if it did 8.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like my next goal for Zach was definitely to boost both his mind and his will dice to D12s.
Yep, because the game's balanced, so we can still roll badly, but it does keep you from getting locked out. Like I wouldn't have been this formidable in this last fight if I didn't have both the speed and the mind of D12.
Oh yeah, no, and Zach's casting wouldn't have been successful if he didn't have his mind and will at D10.
Yeah, your opponents were powerful, you were also powerful, and it was a threatening fight that tried to wrap up everything.
Well, one of the things, I mean, if I can toot my own horn here, one of the things I salute about the Cardinal engine is that even though we can become more powerful, we really never reach a level where mundane threats mean nothing to us. Because we can always roll really badly.
Yeah, even at the end there, those poor zombies still had a good shot at it.
I mean, you never know. Now, literally, we could do the fights with like much bigger odds, but that gets into a bigger mess. I mean, what I'm getting at is it can still be reasonably grounded. It doesn't turn into like a huge slogfest. And the tapping of soaks I really like too because it makes us involved. I had to take a gambit there because I was thinking, well, I need soaks for the big boss fight, and we have a healer. So I thought, well, I'll just go down and get revived because because I might need those soaks for the end of the battle. And that was a gambit. I think it was pretty wild.
Yeah. Theta, you got anything to say?
Yeah, never got to reach that performance. We practiced for weeks.
Literally one more day.
Well, my theater's destroyed, so what are we gonna do?
Well, I mean, you're performing at someone else's theater at least, so you get to hold over for a while.
Yeah, but the other half was to be that they would perform at my theater. I mean, we had a whole routine.
Totally wasn't my fault this time.
I mean, technically it is. You went back in time and changed nothing. It's your fault.
Yeah. I think like one thing overall I think is whenever I do these intrigue campaigns in modern settings, I always run them at a breakneck pace of like literally every session is basically a day. And that means things like the opinion dice would operate really weirdly if they reset like every 24 hours. Like, well, I know you saved my life yesterday, but what did you do for me today? You know? And I think that also affected like a lot of things like trying to get those performances up or have other events happen or, downtime in general. I was hoping this arc would like spread out longer, but I tightened up a whole bunch. But I hope that was still very fun, regardless of that kind of style that I go for, where everything is constantly breakneck happening.
Well, if we decide to start a new campaign, I would definitely be interested, although I'm not sure if I can do them Sunday anymore, because it does mess with my work. Like, I need to go here in like 30 minutes to leave for work.
Yeah, sorry for holding you back so long.
I'm going to play a non-occult version of it.
Yeah, I went to Cult because I love Occult. I want to see Occult. I did Cult. I'm very, very happy. I really wish I could have focused on like the gangster and crime angle of all this. But our tickets for that like dipped, so we just focused on Occult the whole time.
I want gangster stuff next time.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, totally.
It's like I can bring in my my biker character that I roll.
And I can play my agitator. Martin's back, baby.
And I can play my lucky reporter.
Oh yeah. All right then. One last call for closing comments.
It was
Thank you
fun.
so much.
Thank you.
Oh
Yeah, thanks for
this
winning the
has
game.
been the highlight of my week for half a year. So thank you.
Yay! Warm fuzzies all inside. I love you guys.
Thank you.
All right then. So we're gonna call it here tonight for Urban Jungle. Thank you all for sticking with us. And next time, maybe slightly less terror, but definitely more action.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
Good
everyone.
night, everybody.
See y'all later.